Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Elvin Hamilton with Family Fun Tips and Ohio Pen and Wood. And I will be putting a description down at the bottom so you can go to this link. But today I am going to show you a product from Johnson Plastic Plus. I have teamed up with them to demonstrate some of their products and to show how well they work with lasers. And today I'm working with one. It's a keychain. It's a leatherette. They call it like a leatherette keychain. I've used them before and I really like them the way they look. They come in several different colors. The one we're working with today kind of is a more of a light brown color, I would say. And I'm using a diode laser. If you're not familiar with lasers, there's different types. There's like a diode laser, then there's a regular CO2 laser, then there's a fiber optic laser. I have the diode laser and I also have the CO2 laser. What I'm showing you today is a diode laser. It's a blue laser light. They're fairly inexpensive if you want to get into engraving. They're small. You can buy small ones, which will do like approximately a 6" by 6" square, or you can buy bigger ones that will do like cutting boards and even bigger items than that. The one I have is just a smaller one. It's good, lightweight, portable. You can take it to shows. You can put it in your car and take it to a friend's house. I've actually done that before where I've taken it to somebody's house when we were engraving on a shuffleboard. And so today I want to show you this diode laser and I want to show you the engraving that we're going to do onto this little keychain. Now, it will take longer. These are not real fast. They're not as fast as the CO2 lasers, but they're not bad and they're getting a lot better. They come with different boards. Some come with 32-bit boards, which make them run a lot faster. So if you are interested in getting one of these, I would look and see what kind of boards they have, because that will make a difference on how fast they go. Now, I was having problems with this one with my computer, getting it connected up. And I talked to the lady that sells these, and she was telling me to download the app onto my phone or iPad, that I could use that. At the time, I didn't know you could do that. And I asked her, I said, "Oh, is it Bluetooth compatible?" And she said, "Yes." So I went onto my iPhone and I downloaded the app for this printer, which is a Neje, Neje laser. Now mine's only a 3500 watts, so it's a very low wattage power. They have I think they have a 7 watt, a 20 watt, and a 30 watt. They may even have a 15 watt. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. But this is the lower wattage of this type here. You don't need a real high wattage to do some of these engravings. If you want to do like cutting out the thinner woods, you might want to go up to the higher wattage. These here, this one is just a smaller one. So let's go ahead and get started again. So I have my iPhone here and I downloaded the app on here, and it connected to the Bluetooth almost right away, which I was very impressed with. So I had no idea I could do that. I don't know the limitations of this yet. I haven't really experimented that much with it. I just did download that before I made this video, and just because I'm having trouble with the computer right now, and it could be an issue with the connection somewhere along the line. Bluetooth does away with all the connections. You're just dealing with Bluetooth. So right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started on this, and I'll turn this around so you can see if I can figure out how to turn this around. Maybe I can't. Maybe we'll just, sorry about this. It's a new device I'm using, and it's all a little bit new as far as the features go, and I don't see a way that I can turn this around. So I guess we'll just use this front-facing camera until I can figure that out. So we'll come on over here, and here's the laser, and you can see it's not connected, but I have it lined up. The laser is here, and here's the arm. You got your X and Y axis, and here's what we're engraving on right there. trying to see this and do it at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead, and you'll have to excuse me because I can't see the other side of this right now. I'm going to go ahead and start this. We'll see how fast it goes. Now you can focus this beam. This lens up here has a knob on it that you can turn, and what you want to do is you want to get that blue light over where you're going to use it, and then you turn that knob to get a very fine point blue light right on your item. Whenever you get it real fine, then you know it's focused at the sharpest point, and that's what you want. And it's going along pretty quick. I'm actually adjusting the power for this because I don't need as much power as what it's giving. These are real easy to engrave. So I've reduced it down to 39%. I did have it up to 65%, which I think was a little too much. So I put it down to 39%. I think I could probably even go a little bit more. So we're going to go down to 30%. Then we're going to speed it up a little bit to 52 milliseconds. I'm going to speed this up a little bit more, because I don't want it to burn real deep. So I just speed this up. I went from 52 down to 18 milliseconds. So you can see how much faster it's going, and it's still burning. I'm even going to take it down to 9 milliseconds. So we're at 9 milliseconds, and only at 27% power for this. And you can see how fast it's going right now. And it's still giving me a nice burn on there. So you don't need a lot of power in order to engrave these. You can tell at the top I had it a little bit stronger than what I needed to. And the reason for this demonstration is you don't need a CO2 laser in order to do engraving on things. You can actually use these diode lasers, and you can get these from anywhere. Don't hold me to this, but they're usually around a couple $100 or so. I think up to maybe $300, $350. And very simple operation to put together. Once you get it together, I'm using this on my phone. So I'm Bluetoothing this from my phone over to the laser, and it's doing its job, which is pretty cool. You can see how nice it's coming out. Now I just have like a this is a little tray I have underneath here. I'm actually working on my dining room table right now, so I don't accidentally burn something. I just put this silicone tray underneath here. You could use a metal tray if you like, probably be the best thing. But you can pretty much square this up to where you want it. And you can see how it's really moving along pretty quick. And again, I'm at 9 milliseconds and 27% power. So it doesn't take a lot in order to do this. And for one of these little keychains, now this is fairly integrated with, you can see all the integrated, maybe that's not the word I needed, but these are fairly intricate. That's what I'm trying to say, intricate. You can see all the fine lines in there of the tiger, and up here. Now, if I would have had this at a slower speed, I would have had more detail up at the top of the head. But I slowed it down, or I speeded it up quite a bit, and I lowered the power. And you can see I'm getting a much better cut. much clearer and crisper engraving on there. So you don't need a lot of power in order to do these. I would say experiment with it. You know, buy you 2 or 3 of these, experiment with one, use one as an experiment, and then see how it does. You know, try it at different speeds. And then write it down as far as what speed works the best for that product. That way you won't guess next time you have that. And we're just about done here with the lion. Again, this is a keychain. It's a leatherette keychain from Johnson Plastic Plus. If you go to the bottom of the page, you'll see a code where you can get a 5% off of the cost of these. And we're just about done. Now, you kind of want to do this in a ventilated area. I don't smell a whole lot right now. I'm in a pretty big room. I've seen some guys build boxes with ventilations attached onto the boxes. If you're doing a lot of this and you're having to burn things, you may have to have some ventilation, because the big CO2 lasers, they have ventilation in them, so they suck out the air out to the outside. This here, there is no piping or anything like that. So sometimes it smells like burnt leather whenever I do this in the house. So there, it's all done. Come back over to me here, and then here's our product. It's a nice leatherette keychain. It feels like leather, looks like leather, and it just see if I can get it to focus on there. I'm not sure if I can. It's mainly focusing on me, it looks like, but that's the leatherette product from Johnson Plastic Plus. These are great little keychains. They're not real expensive. They make great gifts. If you maybe a business, maybe a car lot, maybe you know somebody that owns a car lot, or maybe somebody that's a salesman, and if they're allowed, maybe they can, you know, put this on one of the keys and give it to the customer. Great way of you know, advertising. Maybe you have certain keys in your house, one for the house, one for the car, or whatever, and you have a place where you hang them. Well, you could put each key on a different one and put the names on these, like house key, car key, garage key, whatever. Just try and give you some ideas what you could use this for. But this is a great product. We'll be bringing you some more products, showing you those. I'm also going to engrave this on the CO2 laser. I had problems before with the CO2 laser. I have the K40, which is called a K40 Chinese laser. And I've had problems with that until I upgraded it. The board that's in the K40 laser printers, they're a little finicky. I upgraded the board with a cohesion board, and then I downloaded a software to make that run better. And now I can do these without burning so deep into it. It's like an engraving. Before, whenever I tried to do these, it was ridiculous. There was no, I couldn't even use it. I had to use my little diode one instead. But now, since I've upgraded it, I can control the power enough to where we can get cuts like this, where it's just on the top layer of the leatherette. So anyway, wanted to bring this to you today so you could see it. Again, Johnson Plastic Plus. I will put a link down at the bottom. I'll also put a code where you can get 5% off if you order. And I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll be bringing you some more items very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.